Dallas City Council considers plans for soccer fields under freeways. Forbes reports Serie is postponed. East Carolina University is doing some cuts in sports, haven't announced which. Central Michigan University, Furman University, Bowling Green's University, Old Dominion, FIU, all cutting sports, including Wisconsin, Green Bay. Big problems at University of California. And Kansas football eats more than any program in the world. All of this on episode 509. So welcome back to the Coach Cameron Soccer Podcast Experience, where I just give you info according to what I find on Google and what intrigues me, and it might intrigue you, who knows. But the Dallas City Council considers plans for soccer fields under freeways, which is pretty cool because we have a bunch of freeways in Phoenix, Arizona, where it just people live under there. And if you're going to live under there, let's give them a soccer ball and a soccer field. I like it. Dallas City Council members still have a lot of questions about the plans to put soccer fields under a stretch of highway near downtown. I-345 is the elevated highway in question between Interstate 30 and Woodall Rodgers on the east side of downtown. And then the ones, there's always council members that are like, don't want to do it. They're like, they're going to breathe in the freeway pollution and all this, they're going to die. And they might. But it is what it is. Let's just play. Let's play with the fears that we already have. We already have the COVID. We're already going to be scared of that. So we just want to play and have fun and take our own risk. And I want to die according to how I want to die. But, some people just want you to die how they want you to die. Forbes reports that the Serie is postponed. While the weekend of the German Bundesliga was the first of the European major soccer leagues to return to action following a 2-month delay caused by the outbreak of SARS-CoV-2. What? I'm reading this article. I'm like, what is that? So I Googled it. And then it took me to the World Health Organization's website. And right away, it's like, why do the viruses and the diseases have different names? ? And here's what they said. Viruses and diseases that they cause often have different names. For example, HIV is the virus that causes AIDS. People often know the name of a disease, but the name of the virus that causes it. There are different processes and purposes for naming viruses and diseases. Okay, so based on the information I got in my limited research, SARS-CoV-2 is the precursor to COVID-19. So because there's an outbreak of people can't breathe because they smoke or they're fat or something happened to them, they have potential to get COVID-19, and that's an outbreak. In America, that is our outbreak. Too many people smoke. Too many people eat McDonald's. And so there's a SARS-CoV-2, whatever they want to call it, in America nonstop. So shut everything down. That's what we should do. So they're suspended till June 14th, and hopefully they'll come back then. But I doubt it. They're coming up with new names to scare you, and we're all scared. And it is what it is. On brighter news, we have more cuts at the universities. East Carolina University is planning to cut some sports to balance the athletic budget. East Carolina University intended to cut one or more of the 20 sports it offers in an attempt to correct a $10 million budget deficit. The interim chancellor and athletic director confirmed at a special board meeting on Monday. So they got together on Zoom and said, hey, what we're going to do about this? Let's just get rid of some sports. Which ones? I don't know. And that's where they're at. But some universities have the guts to at least announce it. So sports that are cut right now, we got Central Michigan University. It's getting rid of track and field. So good job. So it's eliminating men's indoor and outdoor track and field programs due to the COVID-19. Everyone's using COVID-19. How about it's because you can't balance a budget and you didn't prepare for things and you spend money stupidly. And we'll get to weird spending when we talk about Kansas and how they eat food. But Central Michigan is eliminating those programs. It's sad. I don't know what they're going to do. But let's move on. Furman University cuts 2 sports, including baseball, amid the coronavirus budget. That's everyone's excuse to do whatever they frickin' want. So they got rid of baseball and men's lacrosse. Then Bowling Green cuts baseball. Baseball's getting hammered on this one. I mean, it seems like baseball is like the number 1 sport cut during this pandemic. Baseball program at Bowling Green will be eliminated effective immediately. This happened last Friday, and it's going to shave off $2 million off the department athletic budget. Other sports, wrestling's gone at Old Dominion. And indoor track and field is gone at, where are they gone? FIU. And Wisconsin, Green Bay is getting rid of tennis. So men's and women's tennis, gone. And that's how we roll. So let's get to University of California. Now, California is a flippin' mess. And University of California system is led by our ex-great governor, Janet Napolitano. She was at Arizona, and then she now is a chancellor in California, and she is celebrating her cuts with her own cut. So the University of California is imposing a system-wide freeze on salaries of its non-unionized employees due to the enormous financial losses caused by the coronavirus pandemic. President Janet Napolitano said Monday, Napolitano is taking a 10% voluntary pay cut. She's taking this cut because she needs to show that she's in it with us. She's not going to take a freeze of pay. She's going to take 10%. You know how much she makes? $570,000. Repeat, $570,000. That's a lot of money, and she's going to take 10%. You know what? I take 10% of all my income I make, and I donate it to my church. I'm sure she doesn't donate it. She's taking 10%, and she'll probably stop donating or something. I don't even know what. I mean, thank you. How about take a 50% cut? 50%, Janet, or freeze. Be with your team. You know, what bills do you even have? I mean, you've written books. You're probably a millionaire easily, but you do live in California, so making $570,000 in California is probably making like $80,000 in Arizona. So I don't know. So she's taking it big. She is very for the people, taking it, but they're going to freeze everything. Yeah, they have problems, but let's talk a little bit about economics here. So what's happening with all these budget cuts? Sales tax is being eliminated. What do you mean sales tax is being eliminated? People aren't buying things because businesses are shut down. The only thing that open is Walmart and Home Depot. So Walmart and Home Depot are the only thing keeping us alive right now, keeping the governments alive to be able to do things. So sales tax is used for what? It's all retail purchases are used for paying for schools, roads, fire department, police. That's what it pays for. And when you can't buy those things, if we're not able to buy, people aren't spending. Therefore, the government's getting no money. So they're taking away from who? The schools. This is why this is all happening. Don't trust me. Google it like I did. What's a sales tax? How's that work? It's by retail. Well, retail shut down. In California, that's always in a crisis economically because they overspend and their taxes are stupid high. They function on high taxes. Well, they're not getting taxes right now. They're not getting retail purchases because they're shut down. They tax gas like crazy too. They're not getting that either because no one's driving. Do you not see the problem? So we have to make a decision. Either we just all shut down and die because we can't function and have no jobs, or we let the ones that are willing to go, and the ones that don't want to go outside, you can stay home. We'll pay for you. Just let us go. The rest of us go outside and do things Luckily, I live in Arizona. We have some sort of normalcy. But football, Kansas University football. Check this out. I'm not kidding about this. They spend $2 million a year on feeding 130 athletes. $2 million. That's crazy. And maybe that's part of the recruiting. Hey, you come over here. We're going to feed you like a king. And that's a lot of money. $2 million to feed 130. Football can save us all. Have football. If people would learn how to fast and learn the importance of fasting, you can actually get human growth hormone through your body by fasting. Maybe that'll incentivize the football players from stop doing steroids and start fasting so they can get their own legal steroids. Then, we could save all sports. Let's cut football eating habits. Don't cut football. I don't want any sports to be cut. It saves lives. But if everyone just fasted, an athlete, let's eat less. If we do that, we can save all budgets. We can save all sports. Eat less, people. Eat less. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.